What's up, Hero Strength? Carlos Morrow back at it again with another video, and this one is glutes. What ladies are always asking about glutes. So basically this is a workout that I put my client through, and it's very straightforward. What I normally like to do with all of my clients is some warming up. Usually when you start off, I try to just say just lift your leg. But at this point she's very used to that, so I have her using the rubber band, and by doing this it's causing a lot more tension. So on the way back, as you can see, she's trying to contract her glutes, but she's not letting her lower back get into there. Very important. You don't want any back pain. You just want to go up and contract the whole glute, visualizing the bottom and the top. And then after warming up, we go into rope hip thrusts. If you notice, on the way back she's still maintaining an arch in her back, just to make sure that her lower back doesn't get in there on the way back. She's letting the rope pull her back, letting that weight pull her back. She's not really controlling it, and she's keeping her legs still. You can keep them straight or slightly bent, but you're just letting that pull you back, and you're making sure that you feel a stretch between your hamstrings and glutes. A lot of people always feel it in their hamstrings. That's completely fine, but it's all about the contraction as well. So when you go ahead and move forward, if you look, she's using her hips more. And what she's doing is doing a slight bit of a pause because she's trying to contract the bottom and top part of her glute. I always just try to tell her, because everybody always wants that full, the full glutes, obviously. So when she goes in and squeeze, I tell her to focus on everything, not just squeezing, but putting her mind into that muscle. And so then from there, we went into a different thing that she's never done before. And basically, what you do is you go into the cables. You get a you can go ahead and do it with one of the handles. She has the ankle bracelet, and what you do is you lift your leg backward, and then you lift it slightly to the side. So if any woman who's been to the gym knows, there's always the hip abduction, and women love that machine. And with that machine, that hits the side part of your glute, which is honestly the smallest part of your glute, but it's still very important to hit all angles of your glute. So by a lot of people, when they're on there, they do like as much weight as possible, and that's fine and everything, but it's always important to do different exercises. So this was a different variation to go ahead and hit that specific spot a different way. And she actually, if you look, ladies, she actually is only dealing with very little weight, and she dealt with that for all 4 sets. And she actually said it was very difficult to do, but if you notice, her lower back is not getting into there too much. Again, you don't want to get that in there. You're just lifting high enough, making sure that you feel a slight bit of a squeeze. Focus on that squeeze rather than just lifting that weight. And right after that, we went into dumbbell leg lifts. So what you do is you grab a dumbbell, very lightweight to start off with, and you go ahead and you put it around the back of your knee, and then you lift your leg, and you just do that. You go straight up, and if you notice, she's also hitting the top part. She's very used to that by now. I would say, ladies, try to focus on that and see how you feel. So you're just gradually going up, not going up too hard so that your lower back doesn't get in there. And for the last set of these specifically, what we did was that she lifted up her leg and counted 1, 2, and making sure that she's getting like a really good squeeze, just to fatigue the muscle. By hitting it, by squeezing it for at least 2 seconds, what she's doing is breaking down the microfibers in the muscle, allowing her to go ahead and get better gains. Basically, in a sense, the better that you tear up that muscle, of course, the better gains that you get. So always keep that in mind. So then we ended it with a very good superset. Basically what we did was barbell hip thrust. We did that for 15 reps. She's very used to this weight. She's actually used to very heavy weight. And so basically what I was trying to get her to do was just fill up her glutes with even more blood, so that when she went into her squats, her glutes were already pretty much activated, but also because this, if anything, was more of a glute isolation workout, that I would say. There's also other workouts everybody's always asking. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get asked, what about the leg press and all that stuff? That'll come, but basically this is just for glute isolation altogether. And if you look, what we're about to do is go into squats right after that. So you do those hip thrusts, then go straight into your squats. And the reason why there's only one pressing movement in this is because, ladies, it's not necessary to squat. Like, it is a good movement, it is a very fundamental movement for glutes, but it's not necessary. If you notice, she's on her heels. If you look, her toes are up. She goes ahead and her butt goes backwards like she's gonna sit down, and then she comes up and she moves her hips forward and then squeezes. On the way down, she's finding a stretch, and then she's coming up and squeezing. That is pretty much it for basic glute exercise. Ladies, let me know what else you guys want to see, what other questions you guys have, and let me know what you guys think of this workout. Hopefully this gets you guys closer to your goal. See you next time.